All right, we live on YouTube. Let's get live. We live on YouTube. Let's get live on Instagram. All right, let's get it, man. Let's get it. All right, we live on Instagram and we live on YouTube. In the name of Allah, the beneficent, the merciful, I bear witness that there is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his messenger and exalted Christ. And I further bear witness that the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is the extension of the Son of Man. I would like to greet every brother and sister with the greeting words of peace, which we say in the Arabic language, Assalamu alaikum. Peace and blessings, family. This is your brother, Knowledge 5845 on the ground, author determined to change, student of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, Winford X on YouTube. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, it is Winford X. We are back. We are back. So come on in, family. I know it's Sunday. I know everybody is winding down. Everybody been watching football, and everybody didn't had their dinner and everything like that. But I just wanted to go live. I appreciate all the prayers and all the condolences from all the brothers and sisters, beautiful brothers and sisters, for sure, for sure. All the love, man. I appreciate everything, man. I thank Allah God for every last one of you. Y'all already know, man. My situation as far as burying my son, my oldest son, my 22-year-old. I have two children. I have a 22-year-old and I have a 3-year-old. And unfortunately, I had to bury my son yesterday. All right. And it was definitely a hard moment. It was a sad time. But Allah is God, and the name of this lecture or the name of this live is a gift of time, a gift of time. And I want to be able to share that and be an open book with my brothers and sisters, because this is what this is for. This is what social media is for. This is for a time where we're able to reach one another in a righteous way with pure intentions. All right. And I know that my son will want me to continue to go on. My son would definitely want me to continue to be determined to change the narrative, change the way that I was shaped, not becoming a victim of my environment. All right. He let me know that I was his hero, and to be able to come out of a condition that we come from. And I'm pretty sure I have brothers and sisters on the live that has been shaped in some similar ways in neighborhoods and gang affiliations and drug infested environments. And, some coming from single parent homes, and some coming from not having mothers or fathers, some being raised by grandmothers, some being raised by grandfathers, some being raised by uncles and aunts, some being raised by older brothers and sisters, all kind of situations that we come from. But yet and still, no matter how it goes down, life has to go on. If God allowed you to continue to be here, life has to go on. Brothers and sisters, the viewing was this past Friday, and I want to just take time to thank my student captain, brother Malik Muhammad Jr. All right, shouts out to my Waxahachie study group. Thank you for all the condolences to all of my brothers. And my student captain was by my side Friday at the viewing, brother Malik Muhammad Jr., and he was a representation of all of my Waxahachie study group family. And I'm really honored and I'm humble to have brothers who can acknowledge, who can appreciate the importance of just being that support, just being able to show up in a time like this. So I'm very humble and I'm very honored, brothers and sisters. But anytime I go live, of course, I'm sure you know by now, some of y'all I have met in person. I've had the opportunity to meet in person, and it's an honor. It's a blessing. And being able to coming to a beautiful reality, meaning finding yourself, finding your purpose. And through that time, things are going to go on. You're going to lose loved ones. You're going to lose people. So the title of this live is A Gift of Time. And whatever you hear coming from your brother, I want you to be able to attach it to your personal life. All right. I want you to be able to attach it to your personal life, man, because that's what we're here. We're all connected in one way or another. We talk about energy. Energy is not created, nor is energy destroyed. Energy is only transferred. I want you to look at the reality of God and understand the intelligence of God being the supreme being, creating everything. And look how he was able to preserve himself through every human being that come into existence. So I'm honored, man. I buried my son Saturday, which was yesterday. And man, just this whole week, I know I haven't went live on my YouTube page. I haven't really went live on my Instagram, but all the way up to Friday and Saturday, I was feeling nervous. I was feeling a little nervous, man. Every day I was counting down the days and my stomach was turning and turning and turning because I was going to have to see my son again, land like that. And I knew that wasn't him. That was just a remainder. That was a shell of himself. And I was so nervous of just seeing him in that condition, knowing this would be the last time that I would lay my eyes on a younger me. And I want to share that with you, and just, allow you to walk with me a little bit. And I want to show you how the intelligence of Allah is so important. We encourage one another to study, man, to show thyself approved. You're not studying to show your next door neighbor. You're not studying to show your mom. You're not studying to show your father. You're not studying to show your husband or your wife. You're not studying to show your children. You're studying to show Allah, God, the supreme being, that intelligence in yourself, that you're worthy. Because we understand that once you come into existence, there are problems. But the great thing about it, when Allah allows us to come into existence, and when there is a problem, he's already given us solutions to the problems. No matter, even if it's a loss of life. There is mercy and comfort in striving to find the reality of God in yourself when that time happens. You know how some people go crazy? Some people say, oh, I can't live without my mama. I can't live without my children. I can't live without my father. I can't live without this and that. I can't live without my husband. I can't live without my wife. Well, let me share something with you, brothers and sisters. When we say that out of emotion, God is not pleased. I'm going to say that again. Anytime we express ourselves in that fashion, God is not pleased when we put other entities beside him. Because God is saying, you only been here for a short time. You've only been here for a while. I am the one who willed you to come into existence from myself. And before I brought you in, I brought your mother and your father in. See? So God is saying all of it belongs to me. So therefore, we have to get it in gear, brothers and sisters, to understand that the only reality is God himself. This is one of the reasons why I have chosen, or probably yet is chosen me, the life-giving teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, guided and taught by the honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan in the Nation of Islam. I can never thank Allah enough for allowing little old me to come into that understanding, brothers and sisters. That is very, very important. So The title, A Gift of Time. Yesterday was very hard. You know, friends and family came out to the funeral to pay their respects. And you know how you have, the pastor tell you, hey, anybody in the family want to speak, any friends, this is the time now to speak. And he was giving everybody 2 minutes. And he said, okay, we want to keep this down to 2 minutes. And of course, I had to go for 10 minutes. 2 minutes was not going to be a just time setting for me to be able to just express. And I understood the respect for time. I understood the respect for families and friends, and time for the whole program itself. But as his father, I didn't speak to him, because let me tell y'all something, brothers and sisters, funerals are not for the dead. Funerals are for the living. Funerals are for those who are still functioning. Funerals are for those who still have an opportunity to align themselves with the reality of God. Funerals are for those who still have time to earn God's favor. So anytime that we are brought together in unity as funerals, this is also a mercy from Allah. How is this a mercy from Allah? We are mourning one of our loved ones. Well, again, this is where the understanding comes in at, brothers and sisters. When we come together, Allah says that I am the God of the living. So if God is the God of the living and we're still having an opportunity to function, then this means that we still have an opportunity to reach our purpose. And this is why God brings us into existence, family. Yes, we hurt. We lose a mother. Yes, we hurt. We lose a father. Yes, we hurt when we lose children that come from our own loins. Yes, we hurt. But Allah, God says, you made them, but I created them. It's a big difference. See? And I'm sorry for your loss. Mom_of_twin_at40. May Allah be pleased with your mother. This is a very tough time for you. I'm sure of it. It's a very tough time. But this is why it is important, sister, that you understand the importance of aligning yourself with God. See, I want everybody to look into your personal life right now. We have a lot of things going on in our life. I don't even know you per se personally, but we're all connected because we're human beings, and we all have problems in our own personal life that needs to be solved. Okay? So therefore, God is telling us, you cannot get around me. I'm the reality. So when we go to the bottle, when we go to the smoke, when we go to the pleasure of women and men, and we try to do everything to get our minds off of what we're hurting from, God say, no. The only reality, the only way to fix or to soothe that hurt is by me. This is why, family, I go live. This is why I'm determined to change. Not because I want to entertain you. No, that is not why I do it. I do it because God has literally activated my spirit. And once you start to come into your purpose, then your purpose extends you as an individual. I'm going to say that again. Your passion is for you. Your passion is directly for yourself. But when you come into your purpose extends to the masses of the people. Your purpose is a legacy that is left. So when you are physically gone, you continue on. and you continue through other human beings. This is how we're able to live. So, sister, you say that you lost your mother. Yes, in a sense, but your mother is still with you now. The good memories, the things that your mother taught you, the love that your mother had for you, carrying you for 9 months. Listen, when we talk about life, we have to really study this thing with a fine-tooth comb. This is why God say, study my creation. If we are direct descendants from God, that means that every angle that we turn, 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 360 degrees, we are supposed to be studying everything that's around us. Why are we studying all these things that are around us? Because this is how we evolve. This is how we're able to bring in other generations that can have a better understanding, and they can become gods and be the reflection of the intelligence in the universe. So, family, I buried my son. I want to share something with you, if I may, and then we can close. My son was, when I was 19 years old when I went to a federal penitentiary. The mother of my child was 7 months pregnant with my son. When I went to the penitentiary, when I went to the feds, she was 7 months pregnant. All right. Now I want to show you how important it is when you come into parenthood, when you come to become a father, when you become to become a mother. A lot of clubbing, a lot of staying out late, all that changes, man. The responsibilities of being present with the child is very important. Very important. I didn't understand it until I went to prison. This is when I seen how important it was to be a father. I was absent of my child's life. 19 years old myself, being undeveloped spiritually and mentally. So as she birthed my son, time went on. I was doing federal time out of state. So it was not like I was seeing my son. She was struggling. Life goes on. The reality of things that have to be done, new situations, new knowledge. You're learning new experiences as a young adult, as a young parent, as a young single mother. The father is incarcerated, doing 17 and a half years. We can't depend on that. So she has to find the best way to be a mother. This is going on this is going on in every neighborhood across the United States of America, in particular with the black man and woman. 14, 15, 16 years old having children. This is a reality. It curses every generation. It touches every generation. Undevelopment of a human being. So as I'm 19 years old and I go to prison, the mother of my child, 7 months pregnant, she has my son. As time go on, she never came and visit me, not mad. At the time I was, but I couldn't really understand why you not coming to see me. I'm doing time. Bring my son. I want to see my son. But I wasn't really understanding that she was having to deal with her own personal life. This is new to me too. I'm speaking in her sense. I'm a new mother. This is new to me too. So everybody having their problems. I didn't know who God was at the time. I wasn't even trying to worry about the reality of God at the time. I just knew how to have sex. I knew that I was very popular in my neighborhood. I knew it was about getting the money. I knew it was about having nice cars, having nice materialistic things. But as a 19-year-old, I was undeveloped in the importance of becoming a father. I was undeveloped in that. So I go away, 17 and a half years. My name versus the United States of America. Okay, bye-bye. 17 and a half years. We holler at you. You gone. Bye-bye. So as time went on, I remember my parents, my father, mostly, my sister, would come and bring my son to see me. My mother, whenever the opportunity presented itself, I remember seeing my son when he was 2 and 3 and 4 years old, coming to visit me. But it was periodically. I could never see him. I could count on both hands how many times I seen my son in 15 years of my whole time that I was in prison. I can count on both hands how many times I seen him the whole 15 years. I want you to think about that. What does that do to the child? There is not really a relationship between the father and son. So he's having to grow up without a father. I didn't know how detrimental it was. But as I speed it up, I come home. I'm 34 years old now. From 19 to 34, I want you to hear me. From 19 to 34, I missed all of my 20s and half of my 30s. Okay? I come home. I'm looking at a 15-year-old. Wow. Okay. I'm starting from nothing. I'm starting from scratch. He's shaped in his environment. He's heard my name. He's heard how, Daddy, you had this girl, you had that girl, you was very popular, they liked the way you dressed, I heard this, I heard that, I heard you had money, I heard you was doing this, I heard you was doing that. He heard good things, but he also heard bad things. Listen, I don't want none of us to think if you was really in the street, your name is not going to always be good. If you was in the street, living a street life, if you are a reflection of the streets, if you are shaped in iniquity, you become what you are. You become shaped in that. So you got some good and you have some bad. See, I done been on both sides of the coin. See? So me coming home, my son, 15 years old, all he wants to know is, man, Dad, it's time to get some money. I could see where his mind was. Man, what you about to come out here and do? See, my intention was spend time. Don't worry about getting back to the money. Just invest time. And that's what I did. I remember coming home in the first 6 months, I was in the halfway house, family. In the halfway house. I would leave the halfway house and I would go up to his school. And I would pull him out. I would go to the principal's office. I would go to the office. I would get a visitor's pass. I'm fresh out the federal penitentiary. I'm not afraid. I'm not embarrassed. I go right up to the school. Listen, I'm supposed to be looking for jobs. No, man. This is how serious it was for me, knowing all the time that I missed. I said, man, I gotta go. I gotta leave the halfway house. They giving me a 8-hour pass. We would get an 8-hour pass every day. Guess where I was at every day? I had people coming to bring me money, so I didn't have the need to hurry up and go find a job. I had money. I had people putting money in my hand. When they heard I was home, I had people coming to the halfway house, dropping me off $300 here, another $100 here, $500 here, $1,000 here. So when I came home, I had about $5,000. So I was not in a rush to try to hurry up and find a job. The only thing that was on my mind was get to the school. Get to the school. All the tattoos. My hair was real long then. I go right up into the schoolhouse. Yes, sir. Yes. I come to see my son. I give them the name. And they say, wait a minute, this is your son? Yeah, this is my son. They call the principal. The principal talked to me. Hey, oh, you his father? Yes, I am. I've been in prison for 15 years. I'm home now. And I told the principal, if you don't mind, I would like to come up here every single day just for 20, 30 minutes, pull him out of class, and just spend some time with him. Guess what the principal did? The principal gave me permission. I didn't hesitate. I came right off and let the principal know I've been out of his life since he's been born. I need the time with my son. And the principal said, yes, sir. Every day, when I pulled him out of class, he would come into the office. The principals tell me, you can take my office. 30 minutes. And he got to go back to class. Yes, sir. Thank you. And I would sit there and give him $50, $20, sometimes $100. And I would sit there and just talk to him. And the way he would look at me, he was just watching me, just looking at my style, looking at my swag, looking at my moves, and I could tell he was relieved. He was happy that his father was home. But I could still see the absence of what he was already shaped in. I knew this. I seen this. And in my intelligence, I know the God in me was telling me, you have to go to work on him. You got to get into his mind. You got to penetrate your love. You got to sacrifice your time. I knew this. And this is what I started to do. So he would see me and say, oh man, Daddy, you finna come back and get to the money. I said, son, the money will come. I want y'all to hear me. For all of y'all that have teenagers right now, See, it's important that you get them to understand, yes, we have to have money. Teach them the values of real love. Teach them the value of time. I'm going somewhere with this. The name of this title, the name of this live is a gift of time. A gift of time. Wherever you at in your life right now with your children, wherever you at in life right now with family members, time, not money. Money is cool, but I promise you, nothing can fulfill the riches of time. See? Time. At the time, I did not know it because all my son wanted to do was say, Daddy, you got to get to the money. It's a new world out here, man. I never wavered. I never wavered. I never allowed his words or his understanding of life alter me from doing what I had to do. I knew I wasn't going back to the street. I knew I can't go back to the street. It was offered to me. It was presented to me. But I had just did 15 years. So every decision that I was making, I had him in mind. No, sir. I can't do that. I had access at dope. I had access at weed. I had access at pistols. I had access at pills. I had access at paper and plastic. I had so many scams and so many cons to get with to get back to the money. But it was three things. It was three things that would not allow me to have a reprobated mind and go back. Number one, I was in the life-giving teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, guided and taught by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. The things that I had been exposed to in that teaching was like no other. Number two, I knew my son. I've been out of your life already 15 years. The odds are already against me. If I have a reprobated mind and go back, once I get hit again, I'm gone. The next time I get out, you will be a grown man with your own children. Three, I knew that I had to be patient with myself. I had went to prison at 19. I was still undeveloped myself. So I really didn't have an opportunity to live. I hadn't lived. I hadn't did no living. So I said, I'm going to be patient with this. See, anytime you go through something, the odds are already against you. But how will you know that if you don't be patient with yourself and you don't try to find what truth is? I want y'all to hear me, family. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all still hear me? Somebody just tried to call. Can y'all hear me? Somebody press 1 if you can hear me. Can you still hear me? Somebody press 1 if you can still hear me. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Praise be to Allah. So look, family, I knew then I I can't do. So my son was, okay, daddy, I got to get myself together. Now I want you to keep in mind, I'm starting from scratch. I have to find, I went to my dad's house. So here it is. After doing 15 years, I go to my father's house. I love my dad. But my dad has gotten older. He's at his house with his wife. They have to change up their way of living because now I'm there. If they want to walk around naked, they can't do that anymore because now there's another person in the house. I'm thankful that I had somewhere to go, but it was just like I went from prison to prison. That's not a knock on my father. I love my dad and his wife, but it was like I went from prison to prison. Okay, this is your room. This is the room that you will be. I'm thankful for it. I have somewhere to lay my head. But can you imagine being a grown person? After doing 15 years, now you come into another place. I have to walk out the room to get to the kitchen, in and out, the refrigerator. I have to succumb to their rules and regulation. Okay, my dad telling me, listen, we wash one time a week. I went from prison to prison. So the first thing I'm doing, I gotta get a job now. I still had a little money. I gotta get a job now. My daddy gave me a little car, a little vehicle, a little transportation I could ride around with. The girls are out. I'm human. I've been locked up. I've been caged up for 15 years. So the women are coming. Oh, boy, we just heard you got out. All the women want to see me. I had my picks and choose. I had my selective picks that I dealt with. So all of this is being balanced. Now you're going against your nature. Now you have to hold yourself down. Now you have to fight this, be a father. You coming back after 15 years. You still got to go see your probation officer. You still have to walk a tight line. You got to find you a job. All of this is coming. But I still made time for my son. But the absence of 15 years, that's not easy. He was already shaped. His mind is already explored. He's already tasted the street life. Let me tell y'all something about tasting the street life. Once you taste the street life, it's like a drug. Hello? I hope y'all heard me. Once you taste the street life, it's like a drug, man. It's so many desires and distractions and all so much that's going on in the street. I didn't hustle, but the women was there. The women, that never was my problem. Drugs and hanging with this person and that person, I never had that problem. My problem was always the woman being popular. Always when I turn this corner, everybody, there he go. There he is. See, I didn't never want the spotlight. Just being who I was, the spotlight was already there. So with that spotlight with the women, come what? Jealousy and envy with the men. So that's very dangerous. That's very dangerous. So I'm having to deal with that, knowing I have a young son. And I'm telling my son, once I get my own place, you can come live with me. See, I remember when I came home, his mother, she said, "Can he stay with you?" I was living with somebody else. And I had to explain that. I had to explain that. I can't just tell him to move over here with me when I'm living up under somebody else's rules and regulation. I'm telling y'all about the reality of decision making, everyday life. How can I have him move with me and I'm already living with somebody else? No. So I found me a job making $11, $12 an hour. I come from having money on the street. I come from having money on the street. 18 years old. How many 18-year-olds you know that can have 100,000 of their own money? I didn't know too many people that was 18 that could count 50,000, 60,000, 100,000. So now I'm coming back. I'm coming back to the streets. I'm coming back from nothing. Starting over. Got to start over. All that's gone. So it's like I'm going from prison to prison. Pops was, yeah, man, you can stay here. But I knew I had to leave. I got to get up out of here. I got to get up out of here. I can't stay here. So I had the opportunity. I got this girl, that girl, that girl. I left the streets at 19. I come home, I'm 34 years old. I'm a grown man. But now I'm running into grown women. But I'm not ready for a grown woman. I'm still undeveloped. I look the part, but I don't know how to play the part. I want y'all to hear me. I look the part on the surface. Now I'm running into women that have sons that are 19, 20, 21 years old, 22 years old. Damn, this your son? Look at where my mind is at. Yes, I'm 34, but my mind is 22. All I know is I have a son. That's the only thing. I got a son. I need to make sure that I can spend time with him. But I'm running into women. Now I'm in real affairs with grown women because I'm 34 in age. So I'm grown. I'm a grown man. But mentally, it's like I'm coming out of college. I want y'all to hear me, family. So now my son, he gets 16, 17. I'm still going by giving him money. I get my own place. I get my own place. Son, come live with me. Come over here. Nah. I don't want to come live there, man. I'm good over here. See, now he's exposed to the street life fully. He's fully exposed. See, you don't really get, I want y'all to hear me. You really get exposed to the street at the times of 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 a.m. Did y'all hear me? This is when you really get exposed to the streets around 2, 3, 4, and 5 a.m. in the morning. See, working people are asleep at that time. If you're not working at that time, working people are asleep. But when you're exposed to the street life, those hours is when you start to really earn your stripes. I'm just giving you some game. I'm telling you from experience. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan says that no matter what is good inside of yourself, whatever environment that you are shaped in, it is so powerful that it will turn you into itself, and it produces heredity. It produces heredity. So I never touched $1 out of the streets. Not one. I was working for $12 an hour. I wasn't afraid. I wasn't ashamed. But I had on my mind, I'm not going back to prison, man. I can't go back there, man. I ain't going back there. I got to just keep working. I have to be patient. I have to have some type of vision. I have to be feeding on some type of truth to be patient. See, this is why I tell y'all, there is no way that I can tell my story. There is no way that I can be determined to change without the life-giving teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, guided and taught by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. You see this flag? You see this symbol? Freedom, justice, and equality. I wasn't doing it all 100%, but I was feeding on it. And anytime I was about to make a drastic decision, I would hear the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan say something, and in my spirit, it will pull me back. All praise is due to Allah. It will pull me back. It was times where I'm looking at situations. Money low. I'm not hustling. I'm literally working for my money, getting paid every 2 weeks, a little bit of nothing. I'm discouraged. Every check I got, I would go and give my son some money out of the little check that I got. Was I embarrassed? Not at all. Not at all. It was sometimes I would go over there and give my son $20. Man, I got to pay for this. I got to pay for that. Damn, son, I can only give you $20. But guess what? I would explain to him the importance of honest money, the importance of staying focused. I want y'all to hear me, family. The name of the life is a gift of time. A gift of time. So I'm going somewhere. Stay with me. So as time went on, I had my own place. I gave my son the opportunity. You want to come live here? You can. He said, no, I'm good. Okay. I can't follow him all the way around every day. I have to continue to survive. I have to continue to build myself up and continue to grow. And that's what I did. I ended up getting my CDL. I ended up joining the Nation of Islam. I raised my hand. I bear witness that Allah came in the person of Master Father Muhammad, to whom praise is due forever. I bear witness to that. And I stuck with that. And as I became a part of the brotherhood, my son finally reached out to me and said, Daddy, I'm tired. I said, you tired? He said, man, can I come stay with you? I said, absolutely. See, it's like the prodigal son. I want y'all to hear me, family. It's like the prodigal son. You teaching your children. You know you giving your children the right thing because of your experiences. The love that you have for your offsprings. The love that you have for the reflection of yourself. But I knew I couldn't put my hands on him. That's not going to solve the problem. Grabbing him and forcing him to do this and, oh man, you're going to do what I say and all. No. I was out of his life for 15 years. I want y'all to hear me. This is very important. Very, very important. When you've been out of your children's life, that's detrimental. You're going against the clock. Time is steady ticking. Time. It was time where my son said, Dad, I need $100. I don't have it. I need, man, can you buy me them Jordans? I don't have $160 to give you to get the Jordans. But I tell you what, I give you 50. Now all you need is 110 more. But I start you off with 50. That's love. That's truth. I can't give you 160. I don't have that to give. But I'm going to give you 50. So now you can work your way from 110. That's all I got. That's real love. That's telling the truth. He will be angry. He will be mad. Man, damn. All right, man. And it will hurt me sometimes. It will hurt me sometimes. Damn, I can't even get him what he wants. Let me say this, family. For those who have been to prison and come home, and when your children start telling you, oh, I need this, and the family starts saying, oh, we need this, we need that, don't allow that to crush you. Don't allow that to make you go back into the streets. Don't do that. Don't allow that to make you make a drastic mistake. Because let me tell you something. When you was gone all that time, God was the one who provided for them. They're going to be all right. They're going to be all right. It might hurt. It might sting because you're not able to do what you want at the time. But it takes a real mindset to be patient. In order to be patient, you got to have some type of vision. Vision has to be present in exercising patience. I want you to hear me. So my son, he called me. I never forget it. 17. Dad, I need to come. I'm tired of living over here with my grandparents. I'm tired of living with my mama. I want to come live with you. See, they would call me and say, he's running the streets. He's out 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. That bothered me. That bothered me. Because I know at 2 and 3 and 4 in the morning, it's shaping you to become a street cat. You're being shaped to be a street nigga. That's what we called it back home in the hood. Oh man, he's a real street. He's a certified street nigga. He's certified. I knew what he was going up against, and let me tell y'all something. You can't win in the streets. The streets is undefeated. There is no way that you can defeat the streets. You can't. You can't. The streets have no remorse. There is no feelings involved in the street life. It's every man for himself. They try to talk about all the rules of the streets. Ain't no rules. Once you get in the game in the streets, you make up your own rules. No matter what those rules are, you make your own rules as you go. Ain't nobody, oh man, these are the street rules. You know these, man, what? A lot of people been killed over trying to abide by a certain street rule. I had to learn that. There is no love in the streets at all. When you become saturated in the streets, you know what it do? It separates you from the ones that really love you. I'm going to say it again. Y'all didn't hear me. When you participate in the street life, it separates you from the ones that really love you. Because in the streets, you become cold-hearted. You're being exposed to cutthroat. You're being exposed to a con man. You're being exposed to getting over. All of this becomes a part of you. So I tell people all the time, yes, I was in the street. You might get somebody that'll say, oh man, he was a good dude. And then on the other hand, you might get somebody and say, man, that nigga wasn't shit. Oh, that nigga kept that pistol. He put that pistol in your face. Oh yeah, he was getting that money. Look, it's a yin and a yang. Absolutely. The Matrix. Absolutely. It's a good and a bad and an ugly that shapes you in the street life. I knew this. I knew it. So when my son finally came and lived with me, he came over. I was happy. I was relieved. I said, yes, I got him. I said, Allahu Akbar. My son had been running the streets. I didn't know it. I didn't know it to the extent he came over. He wasn't even in school. I said, brother, because now remember, I'm still working. I gotta continue to provide for myself. 87% recidivism rate of going back to prison within 3 years of being out. Did you hear what I said? It's an 87 recidivism rate of going back to prison within the first 3 years that you out of prison. So if we round that off, that's 90%. So that means if 10 of us are getting released from prison, that means that 9 of us are going back. I didn't want to be the 9. I always thought myself as the one that would survive, that would leave prison and not look back and keep going. And I did. And I did. So when my son came over, he slept. He slept for like 3 or 4 days straight. He slept for 3 or 4 days straight. He'll get up, go to the restroom. I went to the grocery store. I bought him everything that he wanted from the grocery store. Say, son, what do you eat? Oh, man, I eat this, I eat that. And I told him, I said, brother, Y'all listen to this. I said, brother, all I ask you, black man, you eat all this, I'm asking you, just don't bring no pork into my house, please. I don't want you in here frying no bacon and bacon grease popping all up on the refrigerator, and I'm coming in and I'm smelling pork chops and rice going. Brother, I'm just asking you to respect my place. Don't bring no pork in here, homie. Please. All right, daddy. All right, I ain't gonna bring no pork. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. No swine, homie. Man, man. I'm not lying, family. God is my witness. I introduced him to my brotherhood, the Nation of Islam. Come on, son. You're going to live here? You don't have to go every Sunday, but every other Sunday, I want to take you to the mosque. You got to go to the mosque, brother. Not every Sunday, but every other Sunday, you got to go to the mosque. I want to introduce you to some men that are young men, 15, 16, 17, 18, around your age, that understands the importance of decision making. I want you to see a clean glass that you can drink from, young man. I need you to see this. They're your age. I need you to see them. Introduce yourself to them. This is my brotherhood. This is what your daddy is about. This is what takes up most of my time when I'm not at work. I'm with them. He's seen it for himself. See, God was guiding my spirit, and I knew it was confirmation. Allah was saying, introduce him to the brotherhood. I'm going somewhere with this. He didn't like it. Man, daddy, we got to go again. Well, next Sunday, you ain't got to come. That Sunday leave, another Sunday come. Daddy, I went last week. Boy, you know you ain't go last week. Boy, you know damn well you ain't go last week. Man, yeah, I did. We already got it documented, brother. Last week, you didn't have to go. Tomorrow, be up. Be up. Damn. No, man. I can't let you come into my place and run this place like you running it over your mom's. You run it over your grandmother and them. No, I'm feeding on the life-giving teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, guided and taught by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. No. I've done everything that you're doing in the street, homie. I've done that. I did time for that. In my darkest moments, I found this. This is a light. And if you're going to be here, you have to receive this light. You got to get in some of this light. Your curfew. 17. Look at her, y'all. Look at this. Look at this. 17 years old. Be in the house at 10, man. 10 o'clock. Damn, daddy, 10 o'clock? 10? Damn, my boy. You 17 years old, son. 10 o'clock? Brother, that's pretty late to be 17. I think that's lenient enough. Don't have no little girls in my house, bro. Daddy, you know I'm having sex. I can get you some condoms. I can get you some condoms. I know you get your own condoms, but if you need some, I can go get you some. I'm not telling you, man, you better stop having sex. No, brother, you exposed already. Come on, you exposed already. Ain't no sense to cut corners. No. Now that once you feel that as a young man, boy, it's gonna be hell to tell the captain to tell you to stop doing that. Oh man, now get you some condoms, homie. The little girls, don't have them come here. Dad, I can't bring them here. No. Because I don't need them looking around in here and then some come up missing. Or they land up in here and then they got another group of guys that they tell, oh, he over here. He live with his daddy. He over here. I'm at work. You go, somebody run in the house and take valuable things out the house. No, don't have them here. Whatever you do it out there. Now you don't bring it. Do not bring it here, bro. No, sir. He wasn't in school. Got him in school. Okay, let's get him back in school. We got to get you back in school, bro. We got to get you in school. His grandmama and them was saying, hey, you got to get in school. You got to get, his granddad and them, you got to get in school. I said, hey, let's get you back in school. Took him, got him back in school. He had missed so many days. He was behind. He was behind a grade. And he was jeopardizing being behind again. And I said, damn. What do you think is going through my head? Reflections. The importance of a father. The importance of understanding how to parent. The importance of being there. See, all of this takes place. Huh? All of this is the reality of cause and effect. All of this is a reality and cause of effect, family. Okay. Got him into school. Man, get you a little job, man. Get you a little job. Got him a job at Foot Action at the mall. Man, you own. Man, you got a job at Foot Action in the mall? Man, you got all the kicks. All the fresh J. Look, I'm a J fanatic. I'm going to let y'all know. I'm a J fanatic. I love J's. Y'all already know that every time I'm on a picture, y'all can see I got on Jordans. I got on J retros. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop doing that. I love retros, man. I wear retro J's like it's like hey man, like it's no tomorrow. You feel me? I told my son, I said, ooh, boy, you got the job at Foot Action. Ooh. Hey, I'm talking about we hey, listen, we giving each other doubt. I'm like, boy, I'm talking like, hey, you own. Which one's coming out? Yeah, get 2 pair. You know, get daddy some of them. I need them. Yeah, get them. You want some, daddy? Boy, don't ask me that. You know, come on. But don't even ask. Size 12, homie. Size 12. But the street, he had already got a taste of it. He had already got a taste of the street. I go up to his job. He's supposed to be at work, not there. I'm talking to the manager. Hey, where's He's not here, man. He didn't even show up. Oh, really? Okay. Appreciate it. Shoot by the school. Talk to the teachers. Hey, woo, he ain't been here. Oh, really? Okay. Thank you. Come back home. Hey, what's up, man? Oh, ain't nothing, man. Shit, just school, doing good, working hard at work. Oh, yeah? Oh, okay. Sit down, son. Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you. Why lie to me? Man, what you talking about? Don't lie to me, son. You don't have to lie to me. Don't ever lie to me. See, I'm on double back. I'm on double back to see. I need a progress report. I need to see if there's progress being made in this process. I got to double back. Why do I double back? That's what real love is. That's what you call real love. I got to double back. I need to know the truth. There go that word truth again. How can you love properly without knowing the truth? You can't. You can't love properly without truth. Truth has to be present in order to love. See? So every time I'm coming back, son, be in my house at 10 o'clock. Now listen, watch this, family. If you know that you're going to, you be with one of your little girls, your little female friends. If you know you at the movies, you kicking it with her, whatever, you know you're not gonna make 10 o'clock. Call me. Call me. Let me know ahead of time. Hey, daddy, I'm with so-and-so. I'm with my little woo, woo, woo. Okay. I dig it. Okay. Got you, bro. I got you. What? How much time you need? I'll be there at 11. Don't let 11 beat you home, homie. You gonna be here at 11? I'll be there at 11. Gotcha. I got you. We straight on that? Yeah, we straight, daddy. Be here at 11. Come in. By 10:55, I hear his key coming in the door. Praise be to Allah. All right. You good? Yeah, I'm good. You sure you straight? Boy, I bet she ugly. Oh, who ugly? Boys say, yeah, I bet she ugly. No, she ain't ugly. Dad, you know what I don't do. All right. You straight though? I'm good. All right, I love you. Love you too. All right, man. Understanding, communicating. I ain't gonna just be all hard on you. If you show me effort, I give you a little leeway. I give you a little. You got to work with me though. You got to work with me. I understand where you was at. I've been in the street. I know. You've already had a taste of it. You've already had a taste of it. But I'm gonna show you how. Don't be in the street. You already got a street swag. You got that from me. You can't help that. But I'm going to show you how to stay out the way, but yet and still have your fun. I couldn't just cold turkey him on everything. Couldn't do it. But I was teaching him. So, one day, he didn't call. He ain't do none of that. 10 o'clock hit. 11 o'clock hit. 12 o'clock get here. I heard his key coming in the door. It's 12 o'clock. I heard his key coming in the door. I got two locks. One lock for the key, and then it's a lock that don't even have a key. It only locked from the inside. See? Now he's trying to get in. He can't get in. Check this out. He don't even knock on the door. He don't knock on the door. He don't ring the doorbell. You already know, homie, you 2 hours too late. You ain't called me and let me know nothing. You ain't let me know nothing. What I do? I locked the door back and he left. He come back the next morning. I told him, I said, say, man, look, you can't do that here. You can't do that here. No, son. No, son. What do? I grab him and I hug him. No, daddy love you. I got to show you real love, homie. I got to show you real love. No, son, you can't. No, bro. I need you to abide by my rules, homie. I told you communication is key. Communication with me is key, bro. I'm buying you all the food that you, daddy, can we go to the store? Yes. Can I get this? Yes. Here, man, $200. Go get what you want, bro. Now watch this. Here's the kicker. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ain't ready for this. Y'all ain't ready for this. I'm giving him my hard-earned working money. All right? I'm making $15 an hour working in the warehouse at this time. Giving him, here, man, go buy what you want. His mom hustled hard, hustled very hard. She grew up a hustler. She grew up in the street hustling. She come by my place. He ain't there. It's in the daytime. He ain't there. He at work. He's at work. She come by my place. I said, yeah, I give him money to do this and that. She said, what you give him money for? So what you mean? 17 years old. He needs money. I know he has a little job, but he still needs money to do other things so I can try to help him keep his money in his pocket. He don't need no money. I make sure he's straight. My son's mother, true hustler, in the street, full-fledged in the street. She said, man, he got a bankroll. I said, who got a bankroll? I said, he got what? He got a bankroll. He got a bankroll. What? Man, I make sure he's straight. He keep at least about $500 in his pocket every other day. You lying to me? Oh, I can't wait till he get home. Really? What? What? He come home. I say, what's up, man? Sit down, man. Holla at your boy, man. Holla at me, man. What's up? Oh, man, I'm tired, man. What's up? Talk to your mama today. Oh, yeah, what she talking about? Why you ain't tell me, man, you be having money? Man, what you talking about? Man, son, come on, bro. Don't do me like this here, man. Don't do me like this here. I'm not your enemy. My exact words. My exact words, family. I'm not your enemy. I'm not your enemy, brother. Your mom already told me the type of money that you already holding on to. Here it is, I'm making $15 an hour. Honest money. Your mom is giving you a bankroll every other day. You sitting on paper. Why you feel like you didn't have to, why you didn't tell me that? Why you feel like you didn't have to tell me that? He get mad. Now, son, look, don't get mad. Don't get upset. I'm just talking to you. Why you feel like you couldn't tell me that, bro? You gonna take my money? You gonna take your mama giving you all this money? I don't mind giving you my money because you're my son. I go to work. Next day. I come home after work. All his clothes gone. All his stuff in the house gone. He didn't call me. He didn't text me. Gone. I come home. I call his mother. Hey, you seen Sincere? What you mean? I just got off work. He not here. What you mean he not there? All his clothes is gone. Man, let me call this boy. All right, hit me back. I'm texting his phone, calling his phone, straight to voicemail. I didn't hear from him. I didn't hear from him again until 6 months later. I was at a laundromat, washing my clothes at a laundromat. And he called me 6 months later. Six months later. Hey, what's up, Daddy? I don't know the number. Who is this? Man, it's Winfrey. It's Sincere. It's Winfrey, man. What's up? Where you at? I'm at the laundromat, man, right up the street. Oh, I know where you're talking about. We talking about where we used to go wash the clothes at? Yeah. I'm finna pull up on you. Okay. He pull up with some little girl. He pull up in the car with some little girl. He get out the car. Hey, what's up, Daddy? What's up, man? What's been up? He looking for me. Oh, what's up, man? How you doing? No, hell no. Hey, let me talk to you, son. Let me talk to you over here where the girls in the car can't hear this conversation. Come over here, let me talk to you. In the near future, as you go forward in your life, son, don't ever leave your business undone in the street. That shows weakness. That shows weakness when you leave things undone. However you felt, you should have came to me and said, Daddy, I don't like the rules here. I don't want to be here. I'm going to go back over my grandmother's, or I'm going to go over to my mother's. I appreciate everything, but I'm finna move out. I wouldn't have never held him hostage. I wouldn't hold him hostage and say, you ain't going nowhere. Sit your ass down. No. This is a thinking game. Emotions does not rise over intelligence. I know this. I'm in the study guide. I'm in the brotherhood every Sunday around my brothers. I know this. Son, don't ever leave your business undone. Whatever you have to say to a man, look him in his eyes and let him know in a righteous way, in a manner to get an understanding. He was 17 at that time. He was 17 years old at that time. Time goes by. I'm driving trucks now. I've gotten my CDL. I'm driving for Pepsi. I'm driving truck 18-wheeler for Pepsi now. I want y'all to hear me, family. I go from making $15 an hour to making $72,000 a year. That's what the CDL did. The Class A CDL did. I went from $15 an hour to $72,000 a year. Let me get this CDL and get in this truck and get this paper. Haven't heard from him. I don't have no number on him. The number that he gave me is not working no more. No, I wasn't driving state to state, local. Everything was local. I don't have a number on him. The number don't work. The number that you gave me don't work. I call his mom. That number don't work. Call that number don't work. Okay. What do? I got to keep going. I got to keep living. I have to keep striving to continue to build for myself. I want you to hear me. I want you to hear me. My family calling me, asking me, have you heard from Sincere? No, haven't heard from him. Have you heard from Lil Winford? No, I haven't heard from him. Well, he's in our prayers, of course. We're all praying to Allah for his protection. I don't know what's going on with him. All right. Okay. 2019. 2 years go by. From 17, he's now 19. I'm driving trucks. This girl I used to date or talk to, when I first came home, out of the federal penitentiary. She called me. My number's been the same. The same number that I have I've been out almost 8 years. I've been out 7.5 years. I have the same exact number that I've had when I first came home out the penitentiary. Same number right now. Same number. Let me tell y'all something, family. Let me tell you something. See, when a person always changing numbers every 3 weeks, every month, oh, this is my new number. Take this number down. Here, I'm finna text you my new number. That lets you know that they're not stable. But most of the times, when a person who has one number for years, that person is pretty stable. Their mind is pretty much focused. They're stable. They're not switching stuff up so much. They have a course that they're abiding by. They're following a set course. So, this sister that I used to talk to, she called me out of nowhere. Hello? Hey, Winford. Hey, what's up? Listen, family, years. I had been out 4 years. I hadn't heard from her in 2 years. She called me, hey, man, you be talking to your son? Actually, no, I haven't. Have you seen him? No, I haven't. When last time you seen him? Oh, it's been about 2 years. Really? Yeah. What's up with you? What you been up to? Man, you know, shit, I'm out here still hanging, doing my thing. Yeah. I be seeing him in the club. Oh, for real? Yeah, he be in the club. In what club? Shit, he be up in DG's. He be up in Onyx, up in the strip club. This me. You sure? Man, yeah. He up in there. You sure you sure it's my I'm in there every week. I seen him a few times. Couldn't remember where I knew his face from, but I kept looking at the face and I kept saying, where do I know this face at? And then I heard somebody call his name, Lil Winford. And she said, oh my God, that's Winford's son. That's Winford's son. She said, oh my God. She said, your son got a pocket full of money. Pocket full of money. I don't know if y'all remember, but do y'all remember when we went through that street phase? When they was putting the money in the pocket long ways, where you just put the whole money in the pocket the long ways and you keep the band on them, huh? You just putting the racks in your pocket, back pocket, front pocket. You just got them in your pocket the long way, just stuffing them in there. You ain't bending them. You just stuffing the whole. So you let people know that, hey, we getting to the business. We serious in the streets. We out here. I want y'all to hear me. I want y'all to hear me. I see him in there. The people he's with, the guys who he's hanging with, I'm here to tell you, they some real killers. Really. They some real robbers. Really. Oh, man. Is this right? Yeah. I'm concerned. I want y'all to hear my words. I'm concerned with your son. You need to try to get in touch with him. He in the streets heavy. He got dudes around him that's protecting him. They look up to your son. I said, oh, wow. Oh, wow. I said, oh, Lord. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm not in the streets no more. So I'm wondering, okay, how do I approach this situation? I don't have no number on him or nothing. How do I approach? I'm going to work every day. I'm in the mosque with the brotherhood every single week. I'm in and out of town with the brotherhood. I call Brother Ben X. I asked Brother Ben X, bro, you remember my son I introduced you to? Yeah. Well, this girl I used to mess with, she hit me up out of nowhere and told me that he's in the club. They throwing racks of money. They handling business. And the people that he's surrounded with, they killers. They wolves. I need to try to find him. I need to try to find him. Brother Ben say, okay, give me a couple of days. I see what I can do. Later that day, Brother Ben sent me his Instagram. Damn. I only been on Instagram for 3 years. I got on Instagram in 2019. I didn't have an Instagram. I had a Facebook, but I didn't have an Instagram. That's when I learned, okay, Facebook is really not Instagram. The gram is what's popping now. All right? Just like when TikTok jumped off and everything else started, the gram was hot. No, I didn't get on MySpace. I didn't know nothing about no MySpace. I never got on MySpace. I just was on Facebook. That's it. So I created my account on Instagram so I could talk to my son, so I could get in touch with him. When I went to his Instagram, I damn near passed out on what I seen. I want y'all to hear me, family. I'm telling you this because this is a reality of what our younger generations are experiencing every single day. When I went to his Instagram and was looking at his pages, it was guns in every video, every picture. They just smoking and pistols and masks and I was like, oh Lord. Money everywhere, videos. He was rapping. I didn't know he was rapping. I didn't know he was rapping. And he was good. He was good. And I'm seeing 10,000, 20,000 followers and all these views. And I'm like, whoa. And I'm looking at his face. I'm looking at my son's face. And just being in the street, smoking and just being in the streets, your face starts to look, it gives it a different look. It gives you it gives you a different look. And I did see myself. I seen myself, but I seen myself in trouble. I seen it was an emergency. I seen it. I seen it. I told Brother Ben, I said, brother, I got to get to him. I got to get to him fast, bro. I got to get to him. And Brother Ben said, we got to get to him. We got to get to him. My son went live. He was live on Instagram in the studio. I jumped on the live. While he was live, I jumped on the live just like we doing right now. He was in the studio. He seen me. He seen my name, Knowledge 5845. Allah's my witness. He was in the studio. He looked. He was smoking a blunt. And he looked and he said, oh, my daddy on the live. He said, I'm finna kill this. I'm finna kill this freestyle. I'm finna kill it. He started rapping. And I'm listening. And I'm like, he can really, he going. He's really going. And I'm commenting on the live. And I'm telling him, call me. Come by the house. Give me a call. I need to holler at you. I need to chop it up with you. I can tell he's reading the comments. And he does this. You know how that made me feel? My heart dropped. He did this. You don't never want to feel that. You don't want to feel that. My heart dropped. I said, damn. Damn. About a week go by. I want you to hear me. About a week go by. Brother Ben, he sent me a video. He sent me a video of my son at a gas station. It's a lot of them out. It's a lot of people at the gas station. My son has his shirt off. He got his shirt off. He's fighting with some dude, and everybody, girls, boys, everybody is at the gas station, and they're all filming, and my son is fighting some dude at the gas station, and my son is getting the best of it. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. My heart dropped. And I said, he's in danger. He's in danger. I showed Being sent me there, I showed it to my father. I went straight to my father and showed my father. And I said, look. And my father, he said, this ain't good. I said, this ain't good. This ain't good. I said, no, this ain't good. This is not good. I showed my mother. My mother started crying and she started praying. God is my witness. My mother said, this ain't good. Now, it's 3 of us. My mother is over me. My father is over me. I respect my parents. They have a wisdom that they had before I was even here. God has allowed me to have a wisdom that I'm looking at, and we've all agreed. This is not good. This is danger. This is not good. You got to get him. You got to go get him. You got to. I went to where my old neighborhood is. But even I had enemies when I was his age coming up. Envy, jealousy. I didn't hang out there when I came home from the penitentiary. I know a lot of them over there still was jealous, still was envy. I heard it when I came home. I wasn't going to allow them to trap me, to pull me back into the streets so they could kill me and get the recognition. I wasn't going for that. No. I seen the whole play. I seen the vision. I said, yeah, this is what they want. Mm-mm. I tried to reach his mother. Nothing. Okay. I'm steady on his Instagram, calling him, send my number, hit me, come by the house, come talk, come see me. DMing him, bro. I seen the video. Come to my house. This ain't good. This ain't good. On his Instagram, he was making a video every day. I seen one video. It was about 1 o'clock in the morning. He was riding and smoking. And I heard him say on the live, on his video, I'm on my way home. If y'all want me, come get me. Y'all know what's up. Y'all niggas know what's up. If y'all want me, come get me. I'm just being honest with y'all. I'm not sitting here entertaining y'all. I'm not sitting here lying to y'all. A lie's my witness. Can you imagine seeing your younger self? I was this close, but so far away. This close, but so far away. Wasn't a good feeling. I did everything I could to stir him from the streets. I did everything I could. God is my witness. But I couldn't stop going to work. I couldn't take out for work and, okay, let me go here. Let me go here. I need to go here. I need to go there. A couple of my connects, I was calling. What you hearing? Nothing. Nothing. All right. The streets had already knew, oh, his daddy is in the nation. His pop's in the nation. I knew there were those that was jealous, that hated me, that envied me, still do. But I'm not in the streets. If I was in the streets, I have a bow tie and a suit and I'm with brothers and we're fishing you and trying to bring you out of that madness. We're trying to bring you out of that ignorance. We're striving to call you to life. But you want to pull me back to death. No, I can't. No, I can't. No, I can't. So, probably a week after I seen the video, he riding, telling them, come and get me. Y'all know where I'm at. Come get me. I'm asleep. I'm driving trucks for Pepsi. I'm asleep. It's about 3:30. I got to be at work at 5. It's about 3:30. I get a text. I got a phone call, but I didn't hear the phone. I got up at 3:30. I got to be at work at 5. I usually get up at 4, but I got up at 3:30. Check my phone, missed call. It's his grandfather. I had that number, but I won't get into other things because it is not appropriate for this atmosphere and this stage. But the communication was not good. It wasn't a good communication. So when I read the message, the message said, your son has been shot multiple times. You need to come to the hospital because he may not make it. I called. Soon as I seen the message, I called. Boom. Hey, you need to come out to so-and-so, so-and-so. Lil Winfrey been shot. I didn't panic. I didn't say, oh God, oh no. As God is my witness, family, a calm went over me. A calm went over me. And I said, okay, I'm on my way. I called my supervisor, told him that I wasn't going to be able to come in. It's a family emergency. My son's been shot. He said, don't worry about it. Go do what you got to do. Take your time. Got off the phone with my supervisor. I called my father, woke him up. He was already up. because he drives cement trucks. He lays concrete cement trucks. He had to be at work at 5. I called him at his house. He was already up. I said, Pops, Daddy, I said, I'm on my way to so-and-so hospital. Lil Winfrey been shot multiple times. And I could hear my dad, he said, Lord, have me. He said, oh, son. He said, let me call my supervisor and let him know I'm not going to come. He said, I'll meet, what's the location? What hospital? I said, so-and-so. He said, I'm going to meet you there. I'm on my way right now. I get to the hospital. It's about 4 o'clock in the morning. It's packed. 4 o'clock in the morning. It's a lot of young people at the hospital. 4 o'clock in the morning. A lot of young people at the hospital. When I pull up, I can hear them saying, that's his daddy. That's Winfrey right there. There go Winfrey. There go his daddy. That's his daddy. My daddy pull up. They looking. That's his daddy. Oh, that's his granddaddy. Oh, that's Winfrey. Who is this? This is granddaddy. What's your name? This is Winfrey. What's your name? I'm Winfrey. So both of y'all is Winfrey. Exactly. So when I get there, they're trying to explain. The youngsters out there, we're going to kill them niggas, man. We're going to kill them niggas. I said, Lord, have mercy. I said, Lord. Wow. Damn it. Damn. They said he's in surgery. I spoke to his grandmother and his grandfather. They came to say, they said he's in surgery right now. He's fighting for his life. Right now, he's fighting for his life. It's okay. It's okay. I made a prayer to Allah immediately. I made a prayer to Allah immediately. I said, okay. Okay. I called Brother Ben right then. 4:15, 4:30 in the morning. He answered the phone. I called him right then. I said, I'm at the hospital. He's been shot multiple times. And Brother Ben said, what? I said, yeah. He said, oh, man. He said, damn. He said, damn. I said, I know. I said, man, we was just a little too late. Got to him a little bit too late. Damn. But Allah, God, is the all-knowing, family. Allah is the all-knowing. He come out of surgery. When he come out of surgery, the doctors, it's like 3 or 4 doctors. They said, who's the parents? I said, I'm his father. And I said, these are his grandparents. These are the ones who they raised him. So I'm always giving them respect. Yes, I'm the father. I'm the biological father. I'm the parent. I asked, where's his mother? When I pulled up, I hadn't seen her in years, 2 years. Where's his mom at? Her mom told me she's locked up. Huh? She locked up. Yeah, she's locked up. I said, Lord, have mercy. How long she been locked up? This was September the 30th, 2019. I'll never forget it. I would never forget that. 2019, September the 30th. Said she's locked up. I said, how long she been locked up? She been locked up since May or June. I said, what? 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 I didn't know. I said, damn. Okay. I said, well, when is she getting out? When's she getting out? When is she getting out? Said, well, we don't know yet, but she's got 12 years. So we don't know how much time she's going to do on the 12. What? What? Okay. Not down in her. That's not what I'm doing here. I don't want you to misconstrue that I'm down in her. No, because I made mistakes. I went to the penitentiary. Undeveloped. I went to the penitentiary. I'm not down in her. Things happen. But I want to give you a glimpse, and I'm showing you the reality of being saturated in the streets, being saturated in iniquity. See, there's an unseen hand that's never talked about, but that's for a whole nother life. I don't want to go into that. I don't want to go into that. So he comes out of surgery. The doctor tells me, who's the father? Right here. Daddy, can I get you over here? I knew it's not good. The doctor says, well, he's been hit a few times. We're taking the bullets out. Right now, he's in critical condition. He's fighting. We don't know yet, but it's a possibility that the bullet wounds can be severe going forward in his life. Y'all already know when you start talking to doctors, they try to give you these terms and language. They try to let you down easy. They're trying to give you some language, and you know how we are. We listening to the language. We like, come on, doc. Give it to me raw. I need to give it to me like, come on. Let me, I'm trying to understand, what are you saying? So, well, his gunshot wounds are pretty severe. He was hit multiple times with an AK-47. So I damn near passed out, family. I damn near passed out. I damn near passed out. I said, oh, Lord. And the doctor said, he's got one, he was hit in his spine. And when he said that, I knew. I said, damn. That's what I was worried about hearing that. Where did he get hit? He said hit him in the spine. I said, oh, shit. I said, shit. And the doctor said, yep. He said it's very, very severe. So you know what that means, family. We know what very, very severe means. He come out of surgery. I go in the room. When I go in the room, his eyes was open. His face was swole. His lips were so swole. His face was swole. Swole, man. And I'm looking at him and I'm saying, damn. When I went over and looked at him and I looked down, he looked up at me and he was blinking real fast. Oh my God. Lord, have mercy. Lord, have mercy. It's like I was looking at myself. I was looking at a baby. It's like I was looking at my son when he was 3 years old. When I remember when he used to come visit me in the penitentiary. I seen his face turn back to when he was 3 years old. It's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling. But I need to get this out so I can show you the reality of what we deal with every single day. I remember being in the penitentiary when Trayvon Martin was killed. I remember being in the penitentiary when Simeon Rice in Cleveland was killed. I automatically thought about my son. I was in the penitentiary when all that took place with Trayvon Martin, 2015, and Simeon Rice, when that went down. I remember this. I thought about my son. I said, damn. I said, I need to get to mine. This before all this happened with my son. I said, damn, I need to get to mine. I need to get to mine. And this took place. And when I went down to listen to my son, he told me he couldn't move. I went down to his mouth and was listening. And he looked up at me. And as I listened to him, the words that he uttered, he said, I should have listened. He said, I should have listened. I said, damn. I said, damn. That hit me like a ton of bricks, man. I should have listened. That hit me like a ton of bricks. I said, damn. I said, Lord, have mercy. See, we can't move, but a lot of time we move like nothing would ever touch us. Everything can happen around everybody but us. Invisible. I told him to be quiet. I said, just be quiet, son. I said, just rest, man. Just get you some rest. Just rest, bro. So the name of this live, I know it's been 2 hours, and I thank you for riding with your brother. But I have to get this out to you. My cup is running over. My cup is full right now. I need you to hear this. The name of the live is a gift of time. A gift of time. A gift of time. I knew then, okay, the doctor told me he's going to be paralyzed. He's going to be paralyzed. And I said, where? His feelings, where? The doctor said he's paralyzed from the neck down. I said, what? What? You know, you can kind of deal with, okay, he's paralyzed from waist down. His feeling has come back in his upper body, but he's paralyzed from waist down. That's a reality I can accept quickly. Okay. But when he says he's paralyzed from neck down, I said, how long? How long? And the doctor looked at me and said, the way that it's looking, it's going to be permanent. And I just felt numb. It's like all of my feeling just left out of my body. I was numb, family. I was numb. I said, damn it. I started breathing heavy. I just felt heavy. I automatically just got sleepy. I'm telling you, I got sleepy when the doctor was talking to me. I just felt like I needed to lay down and go to sleep. My body was shutting down. My body just got real hot and numb, and it just felt like I wanted to go to sleep. I wanted to go to sleep. My brain was, I just was trying to shut down. His grandmother crying, his grandfather crying. I'm so hurt, I can't cry. I'm beyond crying. I can't even cry. It's deeper than just a cry. I'm still in a, I'm just, I don't know what. I don't know what to do. And all I just kept saying is, oh Allah. That's the only thing I knew what to do. Oh Allah. Oh Allah. You the best knower. I don't know Allah. I called my mother. It was about 5 o'clock in the morning. I called my mother. She answered the phone. I said, Mother, I hate to call you like this. I said, but Sincere been shot multiples of times. And she said, oh God. She started praying on the phone. She started crying. I said, damn it. She said, is he dead? I said, no, he just came out of surgery, but he's paralyzed from neck down. She said, oh my God. I felt like I had to throw up. It felt like I had a big knot in my throat where I couldn't even swallow. Couldn't even swallow, family. Couldn't even swallow. Wow. Damn. Allah is the greatest. Allah is the greatest. So, family, I had to snap out of it. The name of the live is a gift of time. I prayed to Allah. And when I tell you that I prayed to Allah in the person of Master Fard Muhammad, I'm not trying to disrespect nobody on the live. You may be a Christian. You may be a Muslim. You may be a Jew. You may not have a denomination. But when I pray to Allah in the person of Master Fard Muhammad, it seems as I prayed to him, a signal hit me, and he responded in me and told me, you have to go to work on getting him to know who I am. You have to go to work on him and get him to know the reality of God in himself. This is where his peace is going to come from. You have the reality of God because I gave it to you in prison. Now, everything that you've learned, you have an assignment. You have an assignment to bring your son to life in his mind. Allah is my witness. God is my witness. I'm not sitting here having to entertain you, lying to you. I'm telling you that it's real. It's real. And I went to work. I did not know that happened September the 30th of 2019. I did not know, family. When my son came out of surgery, he was mad. He was upset. He was crying. Couldn't move. He was afraid. He was scared. All he could do was blink. I want you to hear me. All he could do was blink his eyes. That's it. All he could do was blink. I said, Lord, have mercy. So now I was up there. I took off of work for a whole week. They let me take off for a whole week. They said, you can take off a week. You can take off for a whole week. I took off. I was up there every day. His grandmother and them was there. They were spending the night. I would leave and come back. Leave and come back. But they were spending and they'll leave, shower, come back, and I would come back the next day. My dad would go out there. My mother went out there, prayed for him. I took Brother Ben out there. I took Brother Ben out there. I told Brother Ben, pray over him. Brother Ben went, he seen Brother Ben. I said, you remember Brother Ben? He blinked his eyes like, yes. And Brother Ben prayed over him. Wow. Wow. So he became upset. He was angry. He was very angry. He didn't want nobody to come see him from my side of the family. I want y'all to hear me. He didn't want to see my mother. He didn't want to see me. He didn't want to see my father. He didn't want to see my sister. Nobody from my side of the family he didn't want to see. I will leave it there. I won't go into anything else because this is not appropriate to go into deeper dialogues. I will leave it there in the respect and love for everyone. But I can speak now because my son is at rest. A lot of things I hold in for the respect of him. I was trashed. My name was drugged. I was thrown in the mud. But I'll leave it there. I'm going to leave it there out of respect. I was drugged, man. So my son didn't want to see me. He didn't want to see nobody in my family. So for about a whole year, through the pandemic, I did not see him. I did not hear from him. Only thing I ever did was prayed. I prayed for him, prayed for him, prayed for him. I never stopped praying for my son, even though he was angry with me and my family. He was angry with us. I didn't know why. I did not know why. And I said, damn. I started feeling bad because I was not there. I started thinking about his childhood. I started thinking about me being absent in his life during his childhood. And I became depressed. I was depressed. Because I thought it was my fault. I blame myself. Said if I would have never went to the penitentiary, I would have had an opportunity to raise my son. But the reality is, if I would have never went to the penitentiary, I probably never would have had an opportunity to even see my son the way I was living in the streets. A lot of jealousy, a lot of enviness. That's a fact. I'm telling you the truth. That's a fact. A lot of jealousy and enviness. So when I finally caught back up with him, he was able to talk. Where he had not a whisper, but he had his voice and everything. And I was like, wow, praise be to Allah. He was getting better. He was able to eat the little sponge. You could dip it in some water, little sponge, dip it in some water, and just suck on the sponge. Little Gatorade. When we link back up, that's the stage he was in. But the name of the lecture is A Gift of Time. When I came back in the picture, Allah, God, allowed us to start learning one another. We started asking each other questions. Daddy, how was prison? I was asking him questions about how he lived when he was growing up. He told me things that he experienced growing up when he was small, when he was a little kid, a child. that brought tears to my eyes, that he had to experience. The things he was telling me that he experienced in my absence while I was in prison brought tears to my eyes. The things that he had to go through as a child. And the things that he said to me, he never had a chance. He never had a fair shot. He never had a chance. Growing up shaped in your environment is real, family. It produces heredity. I went to prison at 19. He was shot at 19. So I had an opportunity. I didn't know I was going to have 3 years, but the name of the live is a gift of time. I started to learn more about him. And as I started to learn about him, he started to learn about me. I started to introduce to him the life-giving teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, guided and taught by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. He started telling me, see, he can't move. Now all he can do is exercise his memories and his mind. And we started talking. And he said, Daddy, I remember when you introduced me to Brother Ben and the rest of your brotherhood. I remember when y'all used to have on them suits with the bow ties. I remember when you used to come home with those final call newspapers. I remember, Daddy, when you used to tell me about the reality of God is inside of myself. I remember all those times you used to tell me to do right, but I was doing wrong. He said, I remember that. And he said, I want to thank you. And I love you for that. He said, I love you for that. He said, I love you for that. He said, yeah, people said things. He said, but the things that you would tell me, even though things was going in this ear, I was able to hear you, Daddy, in this ear. And the things that he said, I might have not agreed at the time. But as time went by, I started to understand. And he said, I come to the realization that all the things that you ever told me since you stepped out of the penitentiary was always good for me. I broke down, family. I broke down. He said, Daddy, you was always right. I said, son, I never told you nothing wrong. I never told you nothing wrong. Because that's real love. I got to give you the truth. Even if it's against myself, even if it's against you, I got to give you the truth. So look how God always come on the back end. I want y'all to hear me. Look how God always come back on the back end. God says no good deed will be undone. Everything will be revealed. All your good deeds will be revealed. No leaf will be unturned of a good deed. All of your good deeds will be revealed. So whoever go against you, if the world is against you and God is with you, you will have the victory. I want you to hear me, and I'm going to say that again. If God is with you, who can be against you? Especially when you coming from the heart with right intentions, who can be against you and win? We see that in the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. How many times have the world went up against him and he's still winning? We shall do the same. So, family, my son was shot September the 30th, 2019, and he passed September the 13th, 2022. 3-year grace period that God gave me. And I call that a gift of time. God gave me 3 years to make peace with my son, to get to know my son, for him to know me, for him to be able to see the attributes of himself in me, and me to be able to laugh and hear him and be able to see myself in him and talk to him, and certain little ways he had, I've seen, though I found them same ways in myself. So Allah said, it's time. It's time. And Allah told me, Brother Winford, your job with him physically is done. My son accepted the life-giving teachings about 4 months ago, 5 months ago. I want y'all to hear me. Hear me. I still have his texts, and I would never get rid of them. My son accepted the Nation of Islam teachings about 4 or 5 months ago. All praise is due to Allah. So the victory is ours. He's no more in pain. He's at peace. No more hurt. Allah say, accept those teachings, and I'm going to remove you from this pain. Brothers and sisters, Allah bless me with a gift of time. If there's anything that I've said that has rubbed anybody the wrong way, that is not my true intention at all. But if there is something that I said of benefit, understand that it comes directly from Allah through me. I am a student of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and I'm striving to help that man turn around our young generations, turn around our unborn generations. This is my testimony. This is my story. And I will continue to be determined to change. And I told my son that I will take you with me everywhere that I go, every stage I hit. We will speak the words of wisdom and truth to many, to the multitudes, to get them to change their direction of thinking, bring in a true reality of love and an understanding of love through the truth. This is what we will do. We will continue to do this, family. And I want you to be able to look at your personal life, your testimonies, and find the reality of God. That's where you will find God. All of these things you've been through in your life, you think that was just for something to go through? No, that is recorded because God wants you to see all of the things that you went through in your life. Who's the one that brought you out of that? Who's the one to bring you out of that? See? Who brought you out? Your mama didn't bring you out. Your father didn't bring you out. Your children, your husband, your wife, They didn't bring you out of that. It was a power, unlimited, that was able to bring you out of that. That's what my lives are for. That's what my YouTube channel subscription, Winford X, Determined to Change, that's what it's for. This is why I go live. I don't go live to entertain you. No, man. This is real life. And if there's something that I've said that can pull out the God in yourself to tell your family, to ignite your family, that's what you do. That's what you do. So with that being said, family, may Allah continue to bless every last one of you. I thank you. I thank you for riding with your brother. We've been on the live for 2 hours and 36 minutes and counting. So I'm thankful. I'm thankful. So may Allah continue to bless every last one of you. I greet you in the greeting words of peace, which we say in the Arabic language. Assalamu alaikum.